Today's horoscope from Astro Academy, Pisces, April 26, 2025. Some of your personal plans may need refinement these days, or you may put less energy into them as you attend to other areas of life, particularly social ones. Today, however, a Sun-Pluto square is in play, and efforts to make peace can end up with you trying to prove yourself, which doesn't help anyone. There can be a competitive or tense feel, but seek opportunities to grow and excel through it. Self-awareness is helpful with difficult energies stirring fears of losing a position, label, title, or person. It's best to watch for automatic responses that don't serve you well, as relationship ruts can be especially obvious now. The desire for company is real, but there is a lot to sort out in your inner world, and perhaps the chance to do so is what you need most today. Gloomy skies lie ahead today. As the sun sizzles across the sky from you in your solar house of partnership, he will feel the crack of the whip from powerhouse Pluto. This sharp battle leaves no stone or relationship unaffected. Either you or your partner may feel a primal need for control or domination, which would ultimately cause a relatively sharp change in your rapport. One party may feel hurt. Don't dive into power struggles. It isn't worth it and will leave everything burnt in a fury, which will end up harming you in the end. What do you want? Intense desires might take your professional commitments by storm when the Sun in Taurus squares Pluto in Aquarius. Although everything may seem stable on the outside, you might be burning up with intense feelings on the inside. On the one hand, you may absolutely adore who you work with and what you are working on. On the other hand, you may feel highly stressed if you do not like your professional commitments. It might be worthwhile to address how you feel before your emotions significantly impact your agreements. Watching yourself take the initiative will give your ego something to smile about. Today's planetary energy has a helpful effect on you. Especially in the next couple of days, your ability to undercut the sentimental with a strong sense of purpose will make you feel as if your personal power is on a wing. However, emotional truth can be the ultimate truth a lot of the times. Take a hot bath and consider your sensitive side. Look for inspiration through interaction and travel on his day. The effects of this vibration are sure to see you eager to get your hands dirty doing something enjoyable. The best thing you can do when this essence is in the air is to let it guide you and take you wherever it has a mind to. Follow your heart, and take advantage of opportunities that involve others or travel. It will be in one of these areas that you find the most rewards. As much as the moon's return to a playful and creative part of your chart in the heart of the working week might be considered a case of bad timing, not only are these playful and creative lunar vibes in safe hands, but in a week where a balance between work and play is already a necessity, this will help to get the balance right. In the heart of Mars' first full week back in your career sector, Mercury's first back in your work sector, and with the moon still 2 days away from joining the two together, professionally you can afford to wait. This will help with the new spotlight that is on your work and life balance. It is in the heart of Venus, the planet of love's last full week in your romantic sector, and just as her rare triple alignment with Saturn and the North Node has begun, that the moon returns for its monthly visit. At the same time that you are moving towards some powerful days for friendship and relationship building, things are starting to take a seriously romantic turn. Pisces, your sensitivity tunes you into what others miss. Your quote of the day: compassion changes more than control ever could. Your color of the day is sea mist, soft and sure. Lucky numbers: 2, 6, 19. You may feel deeply attuned to someone's unspoken needs. Don't ignore your own in the process. A creative wave might wash in unexpectedly ride it. Love, in all its forms, is your language today. Our eyes in the sky. Or April 26, 2025, the energy arriving feels like a quiet shift, like when the tide changes and you don't notice it right away, but suddenly you realize the water has come much closer to your feet. Today's cards bring a powerful reminder that transformation doesn't always come with fireworks. Sometimes it's gentle, steady, and deeply personal. Let's dive into the message the cards have for you today and see what guidance they offer as you move through this moment in your life. The first card that came through is the Temperance card. This is a message of balance, of integration, and of finding peace right where you are, not necessarily by fixing everything, but by learning to flow with what is. You might be navigating a situation that requires patience or trying to reconcile two parts of your life that feel like opposites, maybe work and rest, ambition and self-care, independence and connection. Temperance reminds you that harmony isn't about extremes, it's about the space in between. Think about those days where everything didn't go perfectly, but somehow still felt okay, those days when you gave yourself grace. Today invites you to create more of those moments. Lend, don't rush. Breathe, don't force. Next, we have the Six of Swords, a gentle but profound card that speaks of movement, especially the kind that comes after a time of stress or emotional turbulence. If you've been feeling overwhelmed lately or like you've been carrying more than your share, this card is a sign that you are moving toward calmer waters. It might not happen all at once, but the energy of progress is with you. Think about the last time you looked back and realized you weren't in the same place anymore, that you'd quietly outgrown something, or healed a little more than you realized. That's the kind of shift happening now. Allow it. You don't have to have all the answers, just keep going, even if it's slowly. The third card drawn is the Page of Pentacles, which brings fresh energy to your goals and intentions. This card is the student, the seeker, the dreamer who isn't afraid to start from the beginning. Have you been thinking about learning something new, taking a different approach, or investing your time in a long-term vision? Today supports those kinds of moves. You don't need to know everything right now, you just need to stay curious and committed. Every step you take plants a seed, and with the right care, those seeds will grow into something meaningful. Maybe it's a side project, a change in routine, or a deeper focus on your well-being. Whatever it is, this card encourages you to nurture it with care and consistency. Then we pulled the Queen of Cups, a card of emotional strength, empathy, and intuitive wisdom. She holds space not just for others, but for herself. You might find yourself more emotionally aware today, or even more tuned in to the feelings of those around you. Don't be afraid to sit with what comes up. The Queen of Cups doesn't judge what she feels, she allows it, learns from it, and transforms it into compassion. Maybe there's someone in your life who could use a kind word or a listening ear, or maybe it's you who needs that space. Be gentle with yourself today. Your heart is wise and worthy. Lastly, the Four of Wands appears, a celebration card, a marker of milestones, and a symbol of safe, joyful connection. This could mean something big, like a reunion, a meaningful relationship, or a personal success that deserves recognition. But it could also be something small yet powerful, waking up with more peace in your heart, hugging unexpectedly, or feeling at home in your own skin for the first time in a while. Let yourself celebrate the little wins. Let yourself feel proud, even if no one else sees what you're overcoming. This card reminds you that joy doesn't always shout, it often whispers. Together, these cards, Temperance, Six of Swords, Page of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, and Four of Wands, tell a story of healing, growth, emotional strength, and hopeful new beginnings. You are not who you were, and you're not yet who you're becoming, but you're right where you need to be. Trust that the balance is finding you, that the emotional waters are calming, that your efforts are beginning to root, and that joy is on its way back in, quietly, but steadily. If anything in this message resonates with you, I'd love to hear what part spoke to your journey right now. Have you been moving through a transition? Are you starting something new or rediscovering a part of yourself you had forgotten? Let's talk in the comments. Your story might be exactly what someone else needs to hear today. And remember, you're doing better than you think. Be kind to yourself. You're growing in powerful, beautiful ways.